But Don't Quote Me, a podcast about life, love, and the culture. But just don't quote us.
Ever.
That's all we ask.
Not one time.
Literally. I'm Lindie.
I'm Madison.
And my name is Yassah.
Exactly. Period. Yassah's just, she know what she's doing.
Okay, period.
It's her job down.
She said, fuck you introing me.
Okay, she
I'm
said.
gonna intro myself.
Okay.
Period.
Literally. Well, Yassah, tell us a little bit about, actually no. Shot first.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair,
yes,
sure.
okay. So wait,
if you're at home, grab your shots right
period.
now.
And it better be tequila.
I don't care what time it is. I don't care where you at. Leave your job if you're there.
Do an extra job if you bold.
Listen, if you already got it on you,
Okay.
that's a little
Pull it
better.
out.
It's a little crazy, but it's a little better. We can get straight to it. But cheers.
Cheers to a good episode. Alright. Not even sure.
Delightful.
Ginger ale is a
Ginger ale
chaser.
ain't a bad chaser. Are you like
It won't do too much for me.
Let me see. It could have been worse, for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Really?
See? Now I finished the whole cup, but it ain't doing nothing for me. It wasn't doing nothing for me. The whole cup's gone, babe.
How do you keep going?
Yeah,
Not
she was
good.
really trying.
Yeah.
It don't taste like it would do nothing though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. But alright. Let's get into the podcast.
Okay.
So y'all so tell us a little bit about yourself. Give a little rundown.
Yeah, okay, so I am 24 years old, live in Charlotte. I work in like healthcare, not in person, so I don't really like people like that. I work remotely.
Not you told me.
Alright.
No, literally.
I work in healthcare,
Let me
but
tell
I
you twice.
I'm sorry, yeah.
No, I said damn.
Sorry, I do love people. The person that I love on top of everything else, my boyfriend work.
Okay, yeah.
And then my mom and my dad, family.
Yeah.
Just in case they watch. Oh, and Madison. And Lindie. No.
Don't forget.
Obviously, I'm a people pleaser. That's why I like being around.
I'm so dead.
Yes, but today we are talking about love once again, but actually from someone in a relationship.
Someone in love. You know
Someone
what
in
I
love.
mean? You just hear for us and we don't know what we talking about. So.
Right, period. Okay, come on, we trying to. This is our high school sweethearts episode, and we got one of the two, because two of them. But this one.
Oh, yeah.
Mark will be back. We'll do it again.
My other half is not here.
Yeah, he's not here, but comment below. You got to see the duo. You got to see the magic.
Right.
But, still magic here. So that's what we're going to be talking about, high school sweethearts. How long are we all together? Are y'all together?
So it's like 7 to 8 years. I don't remember. I think this year coming up, like in May, it's going to be 8 years.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't that sound crazy?
That is crazy.
I'm not going to lie. I be telling people 12.
Jeez,
Why would you
Louise.
Was that not close? Am
Oh,
I
not if 8 is coming up.
No, I ain't gonna cap. I feel like 8 sound crazy.
8 do sound crazy.
8 sound
we
crazy.
only 24.
No, literally.
That's damn near half your life. But this
Not
one,
said 12.
they actually met in
Oh my God.
middle school. Like,
No, we actually did
No,
meet
they
in middle
did.
school.
oh, well,
Yeah, I
that's
try to
the
push
story.
it on
That's
you.
what we need. That's what we need.
Okay.
Let's get the rundown.
So, no, literally, okay. This is gonna sound a little trifling, but this was middle school. Okay. So, me and Mark, we're both dark skinned. So naturally, when you're dark skinned in middle school, niggas are like, oh, y'all the darkest of us. Get together. So, it was like 7th grade, and I was like, should I name? It's Brianna. So,
Yeah.
it's the girl in our friend group. So, she was dating someone at the time, and we went to Disney World for a chorus trip. And for the chorus trip, it was just how you be pairing off.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, since I was with her, she was like, oh, go, you and Mark go together.
Yeah. She wanted to be in her pair. She said,
Yeah.
bitch, go somewhere.
But Mark wasn't really feeling me because he was dating his other girlfriend. Yeah, I can't remember not seeing these bitches' names. I ain't gonna care.
Okay.
Nah, it's because I got bad things to say.
Shout out her though.
Yeah, shout out to her.
You doing your thing.
But yeah, he was trying to get back with his ex-girlfriend. This is so 7th grade. And we rode Epcot 5 times. It had to be 5 times. And swear to God, he tried to put his arm around me. He said he never did, but I know,
Right.
looking cute. I remember the outfit I was wearing too. It was crazy. But a bitch felt cute. That's all that matters. But fast forward, he won't feel me like that. So the next year, no, literally, the next year, we were friends. I talked with him a lot, but he actually ended up dating my friend Brianna. And they dated for a good minute, like a year or two on and off. Like they got to high school. They got to high school.
Oh, middle school to high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then she broke it off with him, man. So
yes. What you needed.
Shout out Brianna.
No. Bitch knew it wasn't meant to be. Let me stop. No, but it was like 2 years after like they broke up. Me and Mark started talking because we were both in English class.
Mm-hmm. Still the darkest in the room?
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. The darkest and the brightest. Period. So it was like junior year. And what did I... So I would like Snapchat him all the time. I know, I'm blushing right now. Okay.
I was like, she's so excited.
I would like Snapchat him all the time. And I was trying to push up on him. But he wasn't like... He wasn't catching the vibe. He wasn't getting it.
I don't know. How is he not getting it?
He wasn't.
Your push is me very obvious.
Oh. Well.
You're a push. When you push, you push. When you don't push, you don't push.
No, I'm a pusher.
You're a pusher.
I'm a pusher.
Come on.
Me and girls.
He was probably just trying to act like, you know, like I'm gonna just chill. Maybe he thought it was like some girl code shit. I don't know.
Mark, he's not forward necessarily. Low-key when I think about it. The bitches be flocking to him. Because when he be telling me like when girls make advances to him, they be real
aggressive.
Yeah.
But I feel like it do be like that when a man is more shy. Like I feel like even if you're not a forward girl, you almost take on the role because you're like, damn, he's not gonna do it. Like,
because I guess with Mark, I wouldn't call him shy. He just not gonna talk to you if he doesn't find it necessary to talk to you. Yeah.
Sound about right.
Yeah. I feel that.
That's the nigga that bitch has been looking for on social media.
That's the nigga.
I hate friendly niggas. I'm like,
no, friendly niggas suck. They really do suck. Because why do you want them? Why do you want to be in a room and he chatting with everybody? Whoa. What about me?
I feel like the problem is friendly niggas be having.
I don't know that. I have been looking for that.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can't remember where it was. As I was saying.
Yeah, you was chatting him on Snapchat. And he like chilling on
it. You know, my nigga bad at math, so I had to tutor him.
Period.
And then yeah, okay. Yeah, y'all were in the same math class, you're right. But you were cheating. So
yeah.
It don't even matter.
I was cheating.
She was cheating hard as hell.
Bro. One time. One time,
hell.
literally, I was sitting next to my friend, and like she switched tests with me, and then did my test too.
And that bitch is good at math.
She is great at math, yo. And I got a higher grade than her.
Chapel Hill.
What?
I got a higher grade than her, and she was pissed. I'm like, bro, you did it.
No,
you did it.
I feel like you got good luck because it's not the first time you cheated. You got a higher grade than the person you cheated on.
I'm saying, what are you doing?
That is wild.
They working hard on my test than their test. That's crazy. I would have never.
No, obviously.
That's the thing. I didn't cheat that much because I was just like, bro, if it's gonna work, it's gonna work.
Hell no.
And if it's not, I'm gonna fold and figure it out. Like it's all good in the hood.
I was forcing it. I said, you know what?
I did cheat, however, but I just wasn't doing all that because I'm just like, well, fuck it. If I don't know the words, I don't know the.
I feel like my teachers knew I was cheating. Like especially I had this history teacher. Was it junior year? I know for sure he knew I was cheating.
Oh, not his government name. Nah, there was one time I changed one letter because the bitch can't spell. I changed one letter afterwards, and he looked at me, and I was like, I know.
He said she must have seen it. All right, well, back to it. So,
okay, I'm sorry. So whatever. So at first I don't know what happened, but we were like, yeah, we're at the critical point. I was like, he told me that he wanted to start dating me, and I told him no because I was like, I can't date someone who used to go off my friend.
Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, girl code came in a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
What made you throw that out the window?
And then my friend said she don't care.
Okay, period. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brianna co-signed it. That's something I never knew. I never knew Brianna co-signed it.
No, Brianna definitely co-signed it.
Do you believe your friends? I mean, you obviously did believe your friend when she said she like you good. But like thinking about it, if you were in this situation, would you believe your friend? Like, would you? Like, your friend was like,
so this is
go ahead.
The type of person I am. closed mouth don't get fed.
You know
got
what I
a problem
mean?
with it, go ahead and say it. Because, like, my thing is, like, if they're, like, kind of, if they say it begrudgingly, like, that's one thing. But if they just say it, like, forthright, they seem genuine.
Then they're capping. That's crazy.
And then at that
I'm sorry, you're a
time,
liar.
Yeah. I don't think I would believe or not believe. It's just at the end of the day, it's like, you said it, so I'm gonna do it. And if you're mad, it's like, that don't make no sense, because why would you tell me to do that?
And then I also feel like, you know, young adult relationships, okay, so like adult relationships go a lot faster than young adult relationships.
You think?
Yes, because like people be together for like 1 year, get married. If people are getting married when they go to college, does that not seem crazy?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you're not even like a full person. How are you going to, I don't know, you're still developing as a person, so they just go a lot slower. So that's why, you know, the 8 years under my belt, like, of course the 2 years like counted, but it's not like.
So to you, it feels like the 6 years is the important part.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so you're not counting the 2 years in high school?
I do.
I'm saying, like, when you say the 2 years, like, this doesn't count, you're referring to, like, high school.
Yeah, and I always want to refer to college, too, because we weren't even together at that time. Like, we were dating, but he went to UNCG and I went to UNC Charlotte. So it wasn't, like, we weren't together all the time. Like, now we all live under each other, and that's, even the experience in the relationship, the progression of the relationship and the depth of the relationship is different because of the proximity of one another. You know? So.
Yes, let's talk about that. So we know how y'all got together. You got the green light from your friend. Love that. So,
shout out.
Shout out Brianna, okay?
Third shout out. We need a shout out count.
But let's talk about, like, different stages of relationships. So you said the first couple years, that, like, high school stage, that's like, we just together.
Yeah.
And then would you say the next stage was college?
Yeah, and I will actually say in college, before we went to college, I tried to break up with him, and he was like, Yassah, like, why are we breaking up? And I was like, it just won't work because I'm going to college. And he was like, is that actually your reason?
He said, bitch, what?
Nah.
You see some movie?
Literally, talk me off the ledge, because he was like, that doesn't even make sense. Right. And I'm like,
so, you got me.
No, not logic wins again. Yeah. So it was like literally throughout college, it was fine. So I was just like, I'm really a pessimist at heart. So that's why I was being like super pessimistic about it. But no, I think Mark's also like the right person, because like with every person, it wouldn't have worked. It really wouldn't have, because I see the trials and tribulations bitches have gone through. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's cold out here.
And then, like, also, let's not just make it like one side. Bitches be wildin' too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah. In college?
No, I'm just joking.
Let's
talk about it. No.
You know a little too much for you to be.
I know, but
keep it
playing
to
like
other people now.
Playing like that.
Okay. So what was hardest part about the college era?
So sometimes I would like go hang out, and it's just like, it's more so just like wanting to be included. So bitches will go out, you know, fucking, you go out with twerk team, not naming no names.
Oh,
not naming no names.
I am twerk team.
No, you can go out with them and it's just like,
not the captain.
They got the strongest legs.
I've ever seen twerk team. My outfits revolved around, can I shake my ass in them? I went to the party called, you know I was crazy, because literally going to a party in the wintertime, not wearing nothing, just because you know you don't get that hot party,
don't get cold.
Literally. But as soon as you walk outside,
freezing. I was freezing.
If you're drunk enough, it don't matter.
Wasn't never there, I guess.
No, I remember the first party I went to with y'all. It was like, where was it? It was a club. Okay, so in Charlotte, you know, gentrification is strong. So it was like one of those clubs that was black, but like right after they were like, let's gentrify this, let's make this white. It was like a Thursday night, because you know we weren't old enough when we first got to freshman year, and like, Lindie, you were like dancing on a nigga like y'all were on like the, like, it was like low.
Is that what down, baby?
I don't remember.
It was Prohibition, bro.
Prohibition.
That's what I'm saying. That's the last time I saw black. That's the last time I saw black people in Prohibition.
I've never been in Prohibition.
It was one of those clubs, bro.
It wasn't Prohibition. It probably was. It was probably was it in the epicenter? I feel like it was in the epicenter.
It was probably in the epicenter.
Yeah, it was probably one of them. It was probably Sweet. I feel like it was probably Sweet, because Sweet kind of gave that vibe.
I got the video on my Snapchat.
I'm sure you do.
Now you got it.
But I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I
put it in there.
A twerk champion.
No, literally. I said, strong legs.
Literally.
There was a circle leg part. I said, this is too much.
One thing I was gonna do all the time is go out and shake my ass. Like what?
No, but now, like in retrospect, I'm thinking, how old was that nigga? Because niggas are creepy.
I don't even know. I don't even know what he looked like, to be honest. But
he was normal.
Literally, we had to say sorry to that man if I saw him in the street.
Yeah.
But I understand. 100%.
No, but it's literally going back to what I was really saying. It's like more so peer pressure because a lot of times people would like be going out dancing on niggas, and I was just like, I'm not gonna do that.
I feel like we create that kind of for ourselves because nobody really forces you to twerk. Literally, I was dating someone.
Like, that's because I want to dance off beat.
You remember I was dating someone the first couple semesters of college, and I didn't have to. I decided to have a conversation about like I want to go out and I want to dance on other people, and I kind of like wanted to tell you so we could like talk about it, and I was like talking about it with him, and he didn't like the idea at all, but we kept talking about it until I convinced him to let me like do this. We're at the end of it anyway, but that's just because, like, I wanted to go dance. Everybody was dancing. I'm like, bro, I'm not really out there. Like, I want to go have fun, too. And it wasn't nothing nobody said. It literally just was, like, me, myself.
Yeah, and I feel like peer pressure doesn't have to be like, bitch, go shake that ass. Like, I feel like sometimes
everybody's shaking their ass.
Exactly.
And because back then, that's what you went to a party for.
No,
like,
literally.
now, a lot of kids, I don't know, they don't be dancing as much.
They just be recording people.
Well, no,
we used to be dancing.
I think that's the panorama, bro.
Yeah, probably.
I know it's pandemic. Just in case niggas want to.
It's okay. It's but don't quote me. They don't gotta quote your girl.
Right. But no, it's literally like after the pandemic, I was like, people aren't dancing, not like they used to. Like,
yeah, it's weird to like. I don't know. I'm still trying to get back to my regular self and that shit. I feel like I'm so antisocial now. Or at least just more.
They're outside doing a lot of like TikTok dances.
Absolutely.
Well,
those are short though. You know, you just gotta be repetitive.
Yeah,
but it's like how to dance with people. Yeah, it's weird.
But some people don't like twerking and stuff though. Like
the bitches weren't control before.
Everybody did.
Bro, there was a lot of bitches that were like I don't do that. You know, bitches that are like
not as much as now though. Literally that remember it was a party, Tracy's Twerk Palooza.
Bitches weren't twerking at the Twerk Palooza.
There was a lot of niggas in there, but that's not like the whole. I guess UNC Charlotte Black community was not in there though.
Yeah,
and like there's a part that
I feel like they're much bougier now though.
Is it bougier or is it like they just?
But there's a bougie selection then.
Yeah,
but it's not even bougie. I don't know. They just don't like that stuff.
I feel like
I was complete opposite.
Again,
I was outside.
What? Leggings, every party, shorts. If it's warm outside, don't play with me.
I think I still had clothes on. I'm not gonna lie.
Huh?
I think I still had clothes on though.
Oh, I definitely wear leggings.
Yeah, the twerkable ones.
Yeah, shakeable. That's what I'm saying. The outfits were shakeable.
I ain't gonna lie. I think people just keep getting more bougier because the only reason they join organizations is for one thing. Okay, that's just my little bit of shade.
Okay.
That's my little bit of shade.
No, I feel it.
Yeah, I'm
but yeah,
they have an image to uphold.
Yeah,
for real. Like so, a lot of times people are worried about their image, so they can do whatever they want to do in the future.
Didn't give a single child. Didn't get a single F. Okay. And I had a great time.
Yeah,
so I don't
very
regret.
No, it's funner not caring. Like not worrying about like, oh, is somebody gonna be watching me or whatever.
Bro, I gotta act this way.
Exactly.
I was at Tracy's Twerk Palooza twerking, getting money thrown, picking it up.
Ooh,
I was gonna get money that day.
Crazy.
I'm very happy for you.
It was a good time. That was a good party. The way that I remember it, I know it was.
I'm happy you remember it.
Ooh, okay,
yeah.
So
that was the hard part.
I feel like that's like the full reflection, just like peer pressure overall.
Yeah. It would just be like peer pressure. Yeah. Cause like, I feel like most men, like niggas, don't really hold a candle to Mark. I guess in the latter part. So in like the last year of relationship, liquor hitting. The last year of relationship, we actually tried to do like an open relationship for like 6 months.
Why?
Why only 6?
So it was literally like, we're gonna keep going, because it was just like, okay. So we started it, and then it was like the panorama, so it was like we're always up under each other, and like when we kind of figured out the rules and like how we're gonna play it, before it was when we were separate, like in two different like cities, and it just changes when you're like in a pandemic and you're always around each other. Like, how does that even work?
So hold on, run it back. Y'all was when the pandemic hit, y'all were together.
Yeah, we were always together.
But living together. I didn't mean like together.
Oh, so he just like came up from UNCG because it's like, nigga ain't got nothing to do there. I was on RA, so I could stay on campus. So everyone else got kicked out of their like housing. And I was just there for the last 2 months because they were like, you know, in certain circumstances, people do still have to stay on campus. Yeah. Like if you're like a foreign, I don't know, whatever. Niggas are still there. So they kept the RAs until the end of the year, and yeah, he was just like, why would I be by myself with like, because it was like college housing, like 3 random niggas. I could just come up to you, because all classes switched to online or just not really classes.
So like, how do you make rules for like an open relationship? Was that like you're on FaceTime? Did you write it down? Like, who thought of what?
Yeah, we actually FaceTime every single time we were gonna like fuck someone else. No, I'm just joking.
No, I'm
that
like,
that's the rule. That's the rule.
No, but put the camera right there.
To clarify, you started to talk about open relationship before the pandemic, but then the pandemic hit, and y'all.
Yeah, but that was like months after. So we started. It was like a year. So we probably like started the open relationship in like January. Sorry, I'm pointing. I visualized the calendar in my head. We started the open relationship in like January. And then it was like maybe like a year and some change.
And this is pandemic still happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like January 2019. Yeah, January 2019, and then we ended it like March of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rules.
And the rules, okay.
Regulations.
Sorry, honestly, it was mostly just Mark who came up with it because it was his idea. Yeah.
Did you like it at first, like the idea?
Yeah, I did. So even though it was Mark's idea, I don't really feel like Mark's. Most people don't know Mark, so they don't know what kind of person he is. But it was literally just like based off conversations we had in the past. He was like, I think that this would work for both of us. And then after like doing research, that nigga loves YouTube. After doing like research and stuff, he came up
learning stuff.
No, literally, he came up with like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. It was more so just like, okay. So for the open relationship, the primary rules are like, I don't remember all of them because we're in 2020.
You couldn't like hang out with them.
Yeah, like you basically just couldn't be like buddy.
It was just sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Fuck him and get out.
Period.
Yeah.
Type shit.
And I would say me personally, I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna say I struggled with it, but I was just like I didn't care that much. Like. For example, one conversation that came up was like, oh, is cuddling intimate or is it not? And I'm like, I don't know. I can cuddle with a nigga and that don't mean I give a fuck about him.
But cuddling could lead to giving a fuck about them.
Not really. Not these niggas.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Like,
don't cuddle with me too long.
Yeah. And then like, I mean, I'll say this. Like, one of the girls that Mark had sex with, he like hung out with her because they were in class together and like they studied. I didn't really care that much. And then also Mark doesn't give air to it, but like she was a little bit obsessed. I was like, this is crazy.
Dang.
I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Do y'all tell like other people like you're dating someone? Like when you start?
I do. So at first, so this is what I'll say. It changed because I was like at first, I told the first person, like, yeah, I'm dating someone. But then, like, as it went on, I was like, I'll tell them at some point, but I'm not going to tell them all the time. I don't know. I never actually, so I feel like with more time, I would have figured out, like, a better strategy just because the problem is, it's like a couple of things. The problem is, like, if niggas just think you're trying to fuck, they act one way. If niggas think that you are lying, like I think some people really thought I was lying about it, like having an open relationship, they act another way. And then if you don't tell some people that you're just trying to fuck, again, they act like they're trying to get in a relationship with you. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like 3 different problems. And it's like, because the problem is, like, the way that niggas act when they just trying to fuck, they act like they just trying to fuck.
Yeah.
And
that's what I was going to ask. What's communication with these niggas that you, in general, are trying to fuck, but, like, you don't want them to act like they trying to fuck? Like, what you talking to them about?
Okay, so this is what I was saying. My favorite thing, and I feel like what I needed to get better at is, like, I don't know, vetting them. Because I was just want to try to make sure they weren't they listen to Manosphere podcasts. Like, I just want to make sure they're not listening to, like, Manosphere podcasts. Does that make sense?
Like, what's that man name?
Like, and then this is just like, if they just, like, if they believe in that stuff, like, are you, like, homophobic? I don't want to be, like, having sex with
you wanted to know
a bad person. No, I didn't ask them, but it's just like you kind of get the kind of vibe because you don't want someone. You don't want to like fuck someone and they're like, I don't know, a crazy homophobic or like. Damn.
That would be wild to find out. But then it's also like if they're not gonna be in your life, just fuck.
But do they deserve the pussy? The pussy's the reward.
That's true though.
Yeah, so, I don't want to fuck nobody who voted for Trump.
No, literally, if I fuck somebody who voted for Trump, that's good.
But then it's like I would, I don't mind. I wouldn't even ask them.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just could like, for example, let me just give you an example. This is very extreme, but like, I'm sure somebody fucked Jeffrey Dahmer before he started killing people. Imagine you say you fucked Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. There has to be some type of vetting process, bro.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like, so I guess I was trying to see what kind of person they are.
I didn't tell a soul, but I see what you're saying. I'm saying if I happen to be that girl, that accidental girl that ended up, with the wrong one, I would be, that is so crazy. And shut my mouth.
No, but like, people don't know how to take shit to the grave.
They really don't. Because how dare I tell other people that I accidentally fucked a nigga that's a bad man?
No,
shut my mouth.
No, you did it on purpose and it just happened to be the worst nigga.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, for me, I be overthinking. I'll be like looking in the mirror like, what does this say about you? Girl, obviously you're a fucking problem.
No, you were.
What have you done?
Literally.
What is wrong with you?
No, I feel it though. But I probably wouldn't ask. But kudos to you for, vetting them.
Yeah. It wasn't a good vetting process.
A lot of niggas need to be vetted though.
No, they do.
Even
I should be vetting niggas better myself.
No, but I don't think they're horrible people, but I don't think they're good people. Like, they're
and that's why people be taking forever to some people take forever to get together because you really gotta vet the person you're messing with, or you're messing with, like the person you want to be in a relationship with. If you just want to mess around, then vet them a little bit, see if they voted for Trump. Yeah. But I'm saying, like,
absolutely,
that's the first question.
See if they believe that women deserve equal rights.
This is what I'll say.
Sometimes it be wild.
Ask if they mama hate black people.
Ask what they mama look like.
No, my sister dated someone.
Ask if they love their mama.
No, my sister dated someone and literally, bro, they went to my sister dated someone. I ain't gonna name anything else about the person she dated, but they went to a wedding together, and basically afterwards, one of the things that the dude's mom said was, I just really wanted my kids to be white.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They were racist.
They're not even her kids.
Well, or her grandkids. I'm sorry.
She should share them out.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I'm happy she said that.
Oh, true.
They need to break up.
Yeah.